And joining us
President
now
Jon
is
Spector, thank
Overwatch
you so
League
much
Vice
for coming
President
back
Jon
again.
Spector. Thank you so much for coming back again.
Hey, thanks for having me again. How are you?
Of course. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Not too bad. That was a great last match.
Fantastic.
Exciting to see
That's
that.
way more than I actually feel. No, we just came off a very exciting game, so I'm still riding that high, I guess. So that's working for me. But you know what? I want to go straight to business. You have an announcement for us, so I'm just gonna give you the mic, which you already have. So I'm not
Yeah,
giving you
let's
anything really.
let's get into it. I was gonna talk about a plan for a tournament, but based on the last match, maybe we just do Battle for Texas all of the month of May instead. So we're now
That's an idea, yeah.
yeah, we're a month and change into the online play, and I think we're now in a place where things feel a little bit more stable. We've gotten the teams more comfortable and more set up, so we're ready at this point, I think, to innovate a little bit and to change up the format as we head into the month of May. So what we'll be doing now for the next month of competition, the next 3 weekends of matches, you'll still see regular season matchups with a bunch of teams going at it every Saturday, Sunday. But the record for each of those teams in the first 3 weekends of May will be used to qualify and seed them into 2 tournaments, one for each region, North America and Asia, that will play that 4th weekend of May, May 22nd to 24th. So pretty cool stuff. It should be a lot of fun. It's something we've been talking to teams and players about for a little while, and we weren't able to do the mid-season tournament, but this should be really cool and a good way to also showcase the best teams of those top matchups. So the way it'll work specifically for North America, we're going to have 13 teams competing in that region during the month of May. They'll play in the 13th seed versus the 12th seed. We'll play a qualifier match, and then we'll go into a knockout stage where seeds 5 through 12 will play each other. The way that seeding will work there and throughout these tournaments, we're going to have the higher seeds choosing their opponents. So in that knockout round, the 5th seed will pick any of the lower seeds to go against them. The winning teams out of that knockout round will go into a single elimination bracket to declare a winner. And then same sort of thing in Asia, but only 7 teams competing in that region, so the number 1 seed will get a bye. And then the other teams will play in a single elimination bracket as well. From a pricing perspective, what we're doing here now is putting not just money on the line. So teams will be competing for prize money. There's some money based on placement. So the teams that finish in the top 4 of each of the North American and Asia brackets will take home some money as placement pricing. But in addition, every match that teams play, there will be some bounty money. So every time that you win a match, you're pocketing for your team another $5,000 as well. And then the thing that we're doing for this tournament that's a little bit different from previous stage playoffs or other tournaments that we've run during the regular season in Overwatch League is that there are some competitive stakes on the line too. So one of the things is, as we were talking with our teams and our players about the idea, we heard a lot from them that they wanted these tournaments to matter, not just in terms of prize money, but also to have some more meaningful stakes in terms of really what do you get when you win. And so what we'll be doing for the May tournament as well is the teams that finish in the top couple of teams will also earn some wins toward their end of season regular season record. And then when we compare teams heading into playoffs at the end of the season, those that perform really well in this tournament will get a little bit of a leg up.
All right, so this is not a one-time tournament. That is something we do more of in the 2020 season. Did I get that correctly?
Yeah, so for now we're just announcing a plan for May, but we really like the idea. That the teams are all really excited about it. Our players are as well. We hope the fans are now too, that we're able to talk about it and showcase some really amazing matches throughout next month. So our plan tentatively is to try to do more of this. And as we look at the months of June and July, I think we could land on a pretty similar structure, and then we start to head into the end of season playoffs and finals as you get into the late summer and early fall. So we do want to do more of this, but we're also going to be monitoring and listening to feedback and making sure that it's as awesome and fun as we think it is before we set a plan further out.
Well, that sounds really, really exciting. I'm actually super looking forward to any of this. How are the teams being broken up? Like, which teams will be in which region?
Yeah, so we're continuing to base play and these brackets based on where the teams physically are in the world. So we're going to have the 7 teams in Asia actually that we saw competing this past weekend, with the addition of the London Spitfire coming back into competition in May. And then the other 13 teams that are still in North America will be competing out of that region.
All right. Now, I know scheduling matches this season so far has been really, really rough for everyone involved, given the circumstances with COVID-19, etc. But when can we actually expect at least like cross-NA matches? Is there a plan in sight?
Yeah, good news on that front. As much fun as we all think watching the Shock and Valiant and Gladiators play each other and doing the battle for LA 20, that could be fun. We're starting next weekend. We're going to be able to have all 13 of the teams in North America be able to match up against each other. That's something we've been working really hard on for the last month, and now we're finally ready to do that. Really appreciate a ton of work behind the scenes by our IT team and also the teams and players who have helped us test different servers and make sure that that's going to be a good experience when we're able to start playing those matchups. So you'll see that next weekend, and throughout the month of May, the schedule for North America is going to heavily lean into those matchups of the teams on the West Coast against the East Coast teams, so that we start to see some matchups that we haven't really had yet this year, which should be a lot of fun.
That does sound a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Fantastic news all around. So thank you so much for taking the time and sharing these announcements with us.
Awesome, thanks. And look, hope this is a lot of fun. We expect it should be great, and we will be listening to feedback from our fans and players, and we'll adjust in June if we need to. But we're all stoked about it on our end, and it should be really cool. So we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. It's great to have so much adaptation, and the feedback, of course, from everyone out there is greatly appreciated. So thanks to everyone sharing their thoughts with us. For now, we're heading into a very quick break, and afterwards, we will be revealing the hero pool for next week, so you don't want to miss it.